Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. The drama in Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 3, titled All Kinds of Crazy, reaches its boiling point at Firehouse 51. Lieutenant Stella Kidd, played by Miranda Ray Mayo, faces a major challenge when she is forced to confront firefighter Jack Damon, Michael Bradway, over his reckless behavior and refusal to follow orders. Damon's actions, which have become increasingly problematic, push Stella to make a decision that has serious consequences for both the team and their personal relationships. Jack Damon's connection to Kelly Severide, Taylor Kinney, as his long-lost brother, has already created a significant storyline for this season. However, his refusal to comply with Stella's directives during life-or-death rescue operations and his attempt to cover up his missteps become impossible to ignore. By the end of the episode, Chief Dom Pascal, Dermot Mulroney, steps in to address the situation. Despite Damon's attempts to explain himself, Pascal makes the final call to remove him from Firehouse 51 and place him in the floater pool. The decision leaves Damon's future uncertain and drives a wedge between him and Severide, further complicating their fragile bond. Throughout the episode, tensions between Stella and Damon escalate. During a particularly critical rescue mission, Damon blatantly ignores Stella's orders, putting lives at risk. When confronted, Damon claims he didn't hear her, but it quickly becomes apparent that he's lying. This dishonesty erodes Stella's already shaken trust in him, forcing her to grapple with whether to report his behavior to the higher-ups. Stella finds herself caught between her role as a leader and her personal connection to Severide, who has only recently begun to build a relationship with Damon. Severide, naturally protective of his brother, struggles to see the bigger picture, which puts Stella in an even tougher position. Despite her internal conflict, Stella ultimately decides to do what's best for the team. Realizing that Damon's behavior cannot go unchecked, she approaches Chief Pascal and requests that Damon be reassigned. The conversation is difficult, particularly when Pascal questions Stella's leadership skills and raises concerns about the turnover rate among her team members. Stella, however, remains firm in her decision, knowing that allowing Damon to stay would undermine the safety and trust of her team. Stella's leadership comes under scrutiny as Chief Pascal begins to question her ability to manage her team effectively. Pascal's doubts about Stella stem largely from the recent turnover rate at Firehouse 51, which he sees as a reflection of her leadership. However, one of Stella's most loyal colleagues, Mouch, Christian Stolt, refuses to let her reputation be tarnished without cause. Understanding the importance of Stella's position and the unjust doubts being cast on her abilities, Mouch decides to intervene. He takes it upon himself to visit Chief Pascal personally, armed with detailed records of Stella's tenure as lieutenant. Mouch points out that Stella has consistently demonstrated strong leadership and highlights her dedication to the safety of the team. Pascal, initially skeptical, agrees to review the records Mouch provides. Upon doing so, he realizes that Stella has been an effective and responsible leader, and that the issue lies with Damon's behavior rather than her leadership style. Mouch's support proves pivotal in clearing Stella's name and preventing Pascal from taking any action against her position. The climax of the episode comes when Chief Pascal summons Jack Damon to his office for a final discussion regarding his actions. Damon tries to defend himself, insisting that the incident during the rescue was nothing more than a misunderstanding. He argues that he misheard Stella's orders, but Pascal is unconvinced. Pascal, having reviewed the situation thoroughly, points to the fundamental breakdown of trust between Damon and Stella. He emphasizes that trust is essential in a high-stakes environment like Firehouse 51, and that Damon's actions have compromised the team's cohesion and safety. Despite Damon's attempts to plead his case, Pascal ultimately decides to reassign him to the floater pool. This decision is consistent with Stella's earlier request and underscores the severity of Damon's actions. Stella is given the opportunity to select a replacement for Damon, with Pascal advising her to choose someone who will better fit the dynamic of Firehouse 51. The fallout from Damon's reassignment extends beyond the professional realm. Severide, who has been trying to build a connection with Damon, is deeply affected by the decision. Damon, in turn, blames Severide for not doing more to support him and prevent his reassignment. The tension between the brothers escalates, leaving their already fragile relationship on shaky ground. Stella Kidd's decision to report Damon and her handling of the situation exemplify her growth as a leader. Throughout the episode, she faces immense pressure not only to maintain the safety of her team, but also to manage the personal ramifications of her actions. Her relationship with Severide is clearly strained by the decision, as Severide struggles to balance his loyalty to Stella with his desire to support his brother. Despite these challenges, Stella demonstrates a clear understanding of her responsibilities as a lieutenant. By prioritizing the safety and cohesion of her team over personal relationships, Stella solidifies her role as a capable and decisive leader. Her actions also spark important discussions within Firehouse 51 about trust, accountability, and the pressures of leadership. Mouch's unwavering support highlights the loyalty Stella has earned among her colleagues, while Chief Pascal's eventual decision reinforces the importance of holding team members accountable for their actions. One of the most significant consequences of Damon's reassignment is the strain it places on his relationship with Severide. Damon feels abandoned by Severide, believing that his brother should have done more to defend him. Severide, on the other hand, finds himself caught in an impossible position. While he wants to support Damon, he also understands the importance of respecting Stella's judgment and the need for accountability within the team. The tension between the brothers is palpable as Damon lashes out, accusing Severide of siding with Stella and betraying him. Severide, frustrated and conflicted, struggles to reconcile his loyalty to his brother with his commitment to Firehouse 51. The episode leaves their relationship in a precarious place, with no clear resolution in sight. The events of Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 3, set the stage for significant developments in the episodes to come. With Damon's reassignment to the floater pool, his future within the Chicago Fire Department remains uncertain. Whether he will be able to redeem himself and repair his relationships with Stella and Severide is a question that fans will undoubtedly be eager to see answered. Meanwhile, Stella's leadership will continue to be a central focus. Her ability to navigate the challenges of her position, while maintaining the trust and respect of her team, will be crucial as the season progresses. The support she receives from colleagues like Mouch underscores the strong bonds that exist within Firehouse 51 and highlights the team's resilience in the face of adversity. For Severide, the fallout from Damon's departure will likely be an ongoing struggle. The episode makes it clear that Severide cares deeply for his brother, but Damon's actions have created a rift that may not be easily repaired. As the season continues, fans can expect to see how Severide grapples with these conflicting loyalties and whether he can find a way to mend his relationship with Damon. Chicago Fire Season 13 continues to deliver high-stakes drama and emotional storytelling, keeping fans invested in the lives of the firefighters at Firehouse 51. New episodes air on NBC and are available for streaming on Peacock. The resolution of Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 3 leaves viewers with plenty to consider as the series progresses. Jack Damon's reassignment to the floater pool not only marks a turning point for his character, but also signals a broader exploration of trust and accountability within Firehouse 51. Stella Kidd's decision to prioritize her team's safety over personal ties highlights her growth as a leader and underscores the sacrifices that come with positions of authority. For Severide, Damon's removal creates an emotional conflict that may drive his storyline moving forward. Severide's attempts to build a relationship with his long-lost brother have now been undermined, leaving him questioning both his loyalty and his role in the situation. How Severide copes with Damon's resentment, and whether the two can mend their fractured bond, remains a critical question for upcoming episodes. Meanwhile, Firehouse 51 must adjust to the team's new dynamics. Stella's search for a replacement firefighter could introduce fresh challenges, especially if the newcomer struggles to integrate into the group. With Chief Pascal's close eye on Stella's leadership, every decision she makes will be under increased scrutiny. The aftermath of this episode promises further drama, emotional reckonings, and character development as Chicago Fire Season 13 continues. Fans will no doubt keep watching to see how Firehouse 51 navigates these evolving relationships and whether Damon finds redemption.